Soludo, please tell us more.
So let's leave that aside.
What do you mean, let's leave that aside? What? Hell no! Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Yes. New York City is so great that we have elected the first female governor of New York State. Hey, it's not easy. You know, yes, Kathy Hochul became the first woman that New Yorkers went to the poll. They went into the ballots booth and they voted for her to be the governor of New York State. Now, if you know New York State, you will know that it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. Watch as she accepts.
Thank you to everyone in this room and across the state who made this night possible.
Yes, in the same midterm election, 8 Nigerians, at least 8, we are still counting, 8 Nigerians won various elections in America. Now, look at their faces. How come none of them is wearing an agbada? You know what I mean? Why? Anyway, did you see how quickly that we claimed them? Oh, yes. Everybody did. From the man on the streets of Oshodi to the president, Nigerian president, loitering around on the streets of London. They all claimed the name. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, we claimed them as if we gave them a passport. Yes, and a visa to America. And I asked them to go forth and make us proud. Nonsense. It's easy. When you're successful, they claim you. These people you are looking at may have expired Nigerian passports in their homes in America. In Georgia, yes, expired Nigerian passport. Their Nigerian passports are expired because the Nigerian consulates in America cannot do the only job, the #1 job that they have, which is renew the passports of Nigerians in America. The same all over the world. That's all their first job, renew their passports. Talking of Nigerians abroad, President Muhammadu Buhari, yes, still hanging around in the UK. Oh yeah, he's been hanging around in the UK. The other day, he got bored eating fish and chips, that he decided to take a walk. And then he saw the Buckingham Palace. He said, oh, why not? Let me walk in there and say hi to Chalenwe Eliza. Oh, sorry. He went there to see equally bored King Charles III. Take a look.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Majesty.
I know you must be wondering, what King Charles told Buhari there? Oh yes, let me tell you. The king said to Buhari, is it true that you are having difficulties? That's how Charlie speaks when I used to know him as Charlie. Is it true that you're having difficulties keeping together the country we handed over to your forefathers? Do you want us to come back and recolonize you? Yes, that was what Charlie told Buhari. Yes. Now, for those of you who want to know how we figured it out, how did you know? You know, were you there? I had you. Were you there? How did you figure out what King Charles told Buhari? We had it from this guy. He was there. Yes, you remember him? that was the guy that threw eggs at King Charles and the wife, Queen Consort. Why can't they call her Queen? Anyway, yeah, that was the man who threw eggs at King Charles.
King Charles gets pelted by eggs. He and Queen Consort Camilla had just arrived for an official visit to the city of York when a protester from somewhere in that crowd started hurling eggs at them.
He was mad that King Charles was talking about going back to recolonize Nigeria. I don't blame the man. They can't afford it this time around. They can't. I mean, anyway, on our show today, after years of being seen as mere rumors, Bola Tinubu's drug case in the United States became a mainstream news. Yeah. Listen.
There are allegations, and I don't know if you are aware, your principal was a member of a drug cartel for which is said to, in fact, they say he was a treasurer.
Yeah. Thank God Bola Tinubu had Festus Keyamo, who came out and immediately explained to Nigerians the little misunderstanding, just minor misunderstanding. He explained it the way that a primary 2 student will understand it. Yeah, from Anambra State, the great governor, great solution governor Charles Solution Soludo, yes, poured sand into Peter Obi's garri. He was like, it triggered Sowore, a man who is usually a happy and jolly good fellow. It triggered him. He called Peter Obi the most, can I say the word? The most packaged fraud in Nigeria. Oh yes, we'll tell you why and leave you to go and do what? Verify. Now, after weeks of receiving insults from the likes of Dino Melaye, Peter Obi finally deployed the big gun. Yes, against Dino. We will review the big gun and how Dino reacted when he saw it. Now the 5G governors, you know them, Wike's new band, are stopping us from appreciating the great things that Atiku Abubakar is promising to sell when he becomes the president of Nigeria. Yeah, he's listing. Every day he makes out the list. We will help you to understand the latest plots by the G5 governors to undermine Atiku's great plans to rescue Nigeria. Now, by the time you finish watching this episode, well, yes, you will say to your neighbor,
Uncle, excuse me.
Please excuse me. Yes, after please excuse me, you go on to sing.
Groshi is a glory. Angori, I wanna give us. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, the one in man. You are to our Lord.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Tinubu's drug case is finally out in the open. Yes, before the talk was just hush hush, a hush hush. Shh, shh. Just like the other one about. Then People's Gazette got a 1993 court-certified document from the Department of Justice about the settlement that Tinubu signed with them. Oh, yo. At this point, nobody could pretend anymore that the case didn't exist. Nobody. Even people in Oshodi started to say to their fellow Lagosians,
Uncle, excuse me.
Please, excuse me. Please, excuse me. If you want to say anything to them about Tinubu, please excuse me. That was when Festus Keyamo, Tinubu's campaign media spokesman, oh yes, went on Channels TV to defend Bola Tinubu. Amazing. Watch him.
But that principal suspect, read that affidavit, never mentioned the name of Asiwaju. What happened? Asiwaju went to open an account. The address by which he opened the account was an address already, used by these people. Maybe he happened to be in that block of flats too.
Yes, it's good to have a good lawyer, You need a good lawyer, all of you. You need a good lawyer. Yes, according to Festus Keyamo, senior advocate of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu mistakenly shared a flat with drug lords in Chicago. Oh, Lord. That is a no-no. You don't do that. Tony Montana said it in Scarface. Never, never, never share an apartment with drug lords. So, after Bola Tinubu's mistake, all Nigerians going abroad, from that day on, they receive 2 warnings. 2. I'm sure if you're abroad, you must have received this one. Number 1, before you sign for any apartment, call the FBI. Ensure that there are no drug lords in that apartment. Very, very important. Do you want to know why? Do you know why that warning? Because if there are drug lords in your apartment, every apartment, it doesn't matter, they will smuggle millions of dollars into your account, your bank account. They will smuggle millions of dollars into your bank account. They won't even alert you. You won't even get an alert. Just, it's there. The second warning that came about as a result of what Bola Tinubu went through in the summer of 1993 in Chicago, yeah, is this. When you study for 4 years at a university in America, special warning, make sure that you remember the name of the university where you studied. Very important. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you were high or not high throughout your stay in the university. It doesn't matter. You must know the name of your university. You see, names of American universities can be confusing, very confusing. You know, you can have Lagos State University and then still have University of Lagos. Very, very confusing. So, sorry. What am I doing? Sorry. My bad. My mistake. I mean, you can have the University of Chicago and then have Chicago State University. Very confusing. Who does things like that? Listen to the man.
The state goes into forfeiture proceedings with individuals just for the purpose of getting their monies. It does not mean you have committed a crime. You may have not fulfilled the obligation as a citizen regarding financial payment, just like tax. You have, at that point, he had not fulfilled his financial obligation.
Oh, yes. yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. According to Section 419 of the U.S. Criminal Code, very important code, forfeiture is not the same thing as a conviction. It's very important that you know this, all you Nigerians. Forfeiture is the tax you pay for forgetting to investigate people who live in the same flat as you, while conviction is the price you pay for depositing stolen money into your account, into your bank account. Sasha, tweet that out. Just for the young people going abroad now, so that they don't get into this kind of problem that Tinubu was in. Nonsense. Do you know what I have not been able to shake off my head since I had this logic from the senior advocate of Nigeria, Festus Keyamo? Do you know? I'll tell you. It is this. If $480,000 was just a tax on the money, how much money is in those accounts? You know what I mean? How much? say it is something like 10% or 20% tax. How much is the main money? How much? I'm getting a headache. Now, why did they push Keyamo out there to go and defend Tinubu when Femi Fani-Kayode will have done a good job? Femi will have done a better job, being that he knows about stuff like Stuff like that. You know? And the terrain very well works. I'm talking about stuff like, you know, the mob culture in Chicago. And I'm talking about terrain, Chicago. Where did your mind go? Huh? Anyway, the big man himself, Bola Tinubu. Oh yes, he reacted to all these nonsense stories about him. Here is the headline from his reaction. He doesn't normally talk to the media. He reacts by statements that are, you know, issued in his name. Take a look. Yes, and we allow other presidential candidates to keep promoting untruths. That's when you know a president, you know, in the making. Yes, add it to the long list of all the untruths out there. His age, his schools, place of birth, source of his wealth, health status, criminal record, Igbo smoking. Oh, my bad. That one is completely untrue. That one is completely untrue. Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us?
Nigeria is home to about 200 million people, with makers stimulating economic growth. The Hybrid Pan-Africa Trade Expo is bringing together makers in the manufacturing, technology and agricultural sector to showcase their products. The 40 days Christmas shopping and phone fair offers visitors products at manufacturer's price point, happening at Abuja City Center, Hotel Dabras Wusetu, from the 20th November to 31st December 2022. Time 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Join us and connect with over 200 top brands, businesses, and discover some of Nigeria's most innovative products. We look forward to seeing you there.
After shaking off his mini Will Smith moment, you know, when he was threatening Dino Melaye, Peter Obi's campaign kept moving. Of course, they're bigger than that. Kept moving. Amazing. This time, Obi brought out his greatest weapon yet. Watch.
Peter Obi na one kind man will be saying, man, people actually love, and his wife joined him on stage, come make everything extra beautiful, and with a smile on the lady's face, say, God, Mrs. Margaret Obi, she's an amazing person.
Sasha, what is wrong with you today, eh? Sasha, I'm talking of Obi's, not his wife, I'm talking about the weapon, the other weapon he brought out. Yes. Hey, we know they give shishi. Yes, Peter Obi finally hires a private jet. I think he's renting it. Yes. Do you know why? Do you know why he did it? No. It's not because he had to be in so many places quickly, and that commercial flights will not be, with their delays, will not be enough to do. Will not be able to do the work needed. No, it's not that. It's not that. That is the excuse that pastors give for buying private jets. Peter Obi did it for a different reason. Now, he hired a private jet because he wanted to he wanted riffraffs like Dino Melaye to start respecting him. Yes, I told you. This is I know these things. Remember the last time Dino Melaye entered a private jet? Remember that he was acting like a baby inside. I remember that. Show it to them.
Forget our problems just for a while, you know. Let me enjoy with all you kids, man. You are the man, Johnny. Man, poverty is a bastard. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Aha! Now you see. Now you see. Yes. There comes a time when, if you want people, pay attention, kids. If you want people to respect you, make them see that you're already where they dream of being. Write it down. Yes. If I want all those people, I know them, who write me every week and abuse me, to stop insulting me, you know what I'll do? I'll give away iPhone 20 to the first 1,000 people who tattooed Dr. Damages on their foreheads. That is the equivalent of what Peter Obi did to Dino by pulling off that private jet. Yes. Now, the day after Peter Obi did that, Dino started considering, seriously, the possibility that Peter Obi could become the next president of Nigeria. He never thought about it. You know, if I were Peter Obi, this is what I would do. I would show them the food served to people in the private jet. Ha! Show the picture. That will make Femi Fani-Kayode to think of abandoning Bola Tinubu and jumping ship to Peter Obi. He would do it. You know, just show him the food. Have you seen, no, I was shocked. Have you seen some of the things that Femi Fani-Kayode wrote about Bola Tinubu in the past? Have you seen them? Show them the tweets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is my question. It baffles me. How does he wake up in the morning, dress up, look himself in the mirror, and go out there to defend Bola Tinubu? How does he do that? How? A normal human being doesn't do stuff like that. And when I say stuff, I mean both the white and the black stuff. Both the white and the black stuff. How does he sleep at night? Well, I guess with the help of stuff. Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Oh, Atiku Abubakar's campaign is struggling. You can say it's in trouble. The G5 governors are distracting Nigerians from taking notes of all the new Nigerian national assets that Atiku is promising to sell if elected. Take a look at the headlines. The man is working hard. You know, the man is doing great. By the way, if the president that we need is someone who can sell off Nigeria's national assets, are we not better off going to the market and picking somebody? Just you the president. Your job is simply sell off our stuff. Anyway, it is not selling the NNPC that is the problem. After all, NNPC is not bringing in any money, nothing, but it's costing us billions and billions of naira every year. So that's not the problem. The problem is in two folds. One is how much Atiku plans to sell it. How much? Knowing what he did in the past. How much? And the other one is the people that Atiku plans to sell these national assets to. Who are the people? You know, listen to him.
I'm not going to enrich members of my family, but my friends. Are my friends not entitled to be enriched?
You better be friends with Atiku. I've been telling you, this is my job. This is what I think. I think we are missing important policy statements that Atiku is making because these G5 governors are traveling up and down Nigeria, making noise. We're missing important things. You have to pay attention, kids. Now, here is the new dance move that the G5 governors just released. You know? Take a look. Amazing, you know, amazing. This Wike is a good guy, you know. I believe when this is all over, this election season, Wike will become a TikTok star. Write it down. You want to bet? Unlike Rotimi Amechi, who lost a ordinary primary election and chickened out. Yeah, disappeared. Look at him. Look at the man. I thought he was a lion of wherever. You know, Wike will not go down without a fight. I'm afraid of him, you know. He might take up my job. He might be guest host of Dr. Damage's show. Woo, woo, you know, Wike. Now, just before we came on air, the great governor of Anambra State, Mr. Charles Solution Soludo, added sand into Peter Obi's garri. Oh yes, watch.
The one that you talk about, I don't know about that. I mean, I think there was something I read about somebody speculated about the value of whatever investment. What I've seen today, the value of those investments is worth next to nothing.
Ha ha ha! Ah yeah yeah! Ah yeah yeah! I'm like, get out of here, man!
Get out of here, man!
In Igbo, sebapo.
In Igbo, sebapo.
Yes! Can you believe that? really, please. Soludo, please tell us more.
So let's leave that aside.
What do you mean, let's leave that aside? What? Hell no! Leave what aside? Chale nwa biko haba. Come on. You can't drop a bomb and say, hey, let's leave that aside. It doesn't work like that. Tell us more. We want to hear. We want to hear more. Now, which of the investment is now worth nothing? Which one? There's so many. Please tell us. You know, tell us. Oh, okay, let's remind people what we know. Of course. Obi's opponents wasted no time in jumping on it. Take a look.
The biggest brewery in Africa, Anambra State, is the single highest shareholder in that facility. I invested in it over $20-something million. It's worth almost 100 today.
The people who build the brewery are the biggest brewers in Africa, but that particular brewery in Anambra State is not the biggest brewery in Africa. It's not even the biggest brewery in Nigeria. So, I mean, he's wrong.
I know. They were waiting for this opportunity and they got it from the governor. Now, you can dismiss Reno as Atiku's attack dog, but you cannot say, but you cannot say the same thing about Omoyele Sowore. You cannot. Here is Sowore's reaction. Take a look. Damn. He used the harshest word ever. Sowore called Obi the best packaged fraud. Hey, if only he added in Nigerian history. Damn. It's like, shoo. Now, if Peter Obi is the best packaged fraud, what about, you know what? Never mind. At this point, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't. Buhari has said it after his meeting with King Charles III. He said in an interview, we can show you the interview, that APC is lucky to have Bola Tinubu as its presidential candidate. Show them the interview. What the hell?
I think the party was lucky to get him accept, to be its candidate.
Yes, we don't make these things up. We don't. But this is my question. How does that statement by Buhari, how does it make someone like Vice President Yemi Osinbajo feel? You know what I mean? How do you feel? You know? So, as for Peter Obi and his supporters, I guess the only option at this point left for you guys is to go and verify. Though it has been 8 years since Peter Obi left office, it won't be hard to verify if investment in a beer factory is still worth a thing. You know what I mean? After all, we also saw Peter Obi's successor, Willie Obiano. We saw him in action, didn't you? But yeah, he's the only man who doesn't drink alcohol. He only drinks champagne. So for those who just started paying attention to Anambra State, because most of you I know, you never cared about Anambra State until Peter Obi came out. For those of you, for 8 years of Willie Obiano's administration, Willie was working while Obiano was drinking. So tell me again about investments in beer that is not worth anything anymore. Willie was working and Obiano was drinking. Aha! Now you know where the investment went to. Aha! Here are some stories making headline news across Nigerian newspapers this week. As always, headline news is brought to you by Help Me Waka. Help Me Waka, the people who run errands for you in Nigeria and in Ghana. You Dr. Damages, I hereby sentence you. My patients will die. Who will take care of my patients? You Dr. Damages, I hereby sentence you to 12 months in prison with hard labor for neglecting your family and especially your father who did everything to get you where you are today. No.
Daddy, wake up. What's wrong?
I had a terrible nightmare. A judge sentenced me to prison for neglecting grandpa.
Did you not give him the food items?
I'm a busy doctor.
In that case,
if I catch you,
Daddy, it's very easy. Go to helpmewaka.com, choose any food item anywhere in Nigeria or Ghana. Garri, chicken, rice, yam, anything you want.
I will do just that.
You better, because next time it'll be your village people that come for you.
I cover myself with the blood of Jesus.
See, Negodu.
Yeah. Oh, our first story is from Kenya. Hey! No, South Africa. Oh, yeah, Kenya. Yeah, Kenyans to enter South Africa visa-free. See? This one shocked a lot of Nigerians. What did Kenya contribute to South Africa's freedom? Why they were fighting apartheid? What did Kenya do? Why Kenya? When Nigeria spent all our money on South Africa. I will tell you. You won't hear this anywhere else. Kenya's national anthem is called Hakuna Matata, while Nigeria's national anthem is called Wahala No Dey Finish. So, if you were South Africa, which of these two countries would you give their citizens visa-free entrance? Which one? Aha! Next. Oh, all you tips threatening my life, says NNPC's group general manager. Hey, yeah. This is what happens when you start feeding the dragon until it becomes so massive, and then it will come for you. It will come for you. Mr. Man, Miss Man, here is what you should do. Let me just help you out, because I like you. Write the names of all those thieves. Yes, all of them. Send it to Nigerian people. Just give us the names. Just give it to us. Don't worry about it. Let us complete the job, Let's hold them accountable. If anything happens to you, we will hold them accountable. Shikina. Leave the rest for us. Give us the names. Nonsense. Next. Autumn apologizes for saying to hell with all Fulanis. Shy! Play the video.
Another man's hand was chopped. He's still in the teaching hospital. You can go there and see him. And you want me to be celebrating Fulani men? To hell with Atiku and any other Fulani man who says I should.
You see, I thought what Autumn said was to hell with Atiku. What am I missing? Play that video.
To hell with this property.
Sasha. I said video of Governor Autumn. Not Kashima. What is wrong with you?
To hell with Atiku and any other Fulani man who says I should.
Yes. So why is he apologizing? Am I missing something? Next. Tinubu won't loot because he is wealthy and we do better than Buhari says APC. You see, this is exactly what I've been trying to say for years. But I was not smart enough, to put it this way. He won't loot. The day we Nigerians stop electing poor people into political office, that day, stealing will end. To stop. So I tell you all, vote for politicians who became wealthy because they were in public office. Because Newton's second law of stealing says that they want to loot anymore because they are wealthy. Yes, Newton's second. Check it out now. Anyway, that's all the time we have. Please keep following us on Twitter at Dr. Damages and on Facebook at... Now, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book Dead No More by Amanda Gorman. And it says, there is always light. If only we are brave enough to see it. If only we are brave enough to be it. Yes, there is always light. If only we are brave enough to see it. If only we are brave enough to be it. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. Thank you.